Well, let's get company specific now as we enter the last half hour of trade with Uscom entering a strategic partnership with China's Foxconn. To take us through the details, we're now joined by Uscom Chief Executive Chairman Rob Phillips. Rob, welcome to the program. Just for those people who aren't aware of what you get up to, Uscom, explain a little bit about the company.
Hi David, thanks very much for that. We're an Australian ASX listed company. We manufacture cardiovascular and pulmonary devices. They're high fidelity technologies, high technology and specialised applications. Currently we manufacture in Australia and export to China, to Europe and to the US. We've got regional headquarters in Singapore, Beijing, Budapest, and now Delaware as well. So we're setting out a platform for global distribution. We're 5.5 mil revenue. We've got intermittent cash flow positivity and profitability, and we're progressing really well. Despite the COVID interference, and also 70% of our revenues have come from China. So we've sort of suffered with the trade war effect. But I think this announcement, which is absolutely transformational from our point of view, to partner with Foxconn, will make a huge difference in restoring some confidence and certainly restoring the revenue from China that we've been previously getting and we anticipate getting going forward.
So let's put some meat on the bones when it comes to the details of this potential deal with Foxconn. Everyone knows the company itself. We know from the Apple side of the equation as well. So what does it mean for you there at Uscom?
Look, it's phenomenal. We're a small company, and as you were just alluding to, it's Apple, Huawei, Xiaomi, Sony, all of the big companies. This is the world's biggest precision electronics manufacturer, and for them to actually take us on, we've been working on our domestic manufacture in China for the last 2 years or so, and they've emerged and sort of been very enthusiastic. And I think it's got a lot to do with the level of technology we have. We're a Chinese designated national high technology enterprise, and we've got perhaps 30 patents and IP protected aspects of cardiovascular pulmonary monitoring in China. And so for a company like Foxconn, for example, where they're doing mostly electronics, China has emphasised the importance of high technology medical devices. And I think from Foxconn's point of view, they've got a medical technology industry zone in Beijing. We've got a regional headquarters in Beijing. It was a very natural sort of a partnership. The exciting part about that, of course, is that they bring to us scale, they reduce our cost of manufacture, they consolidate the supply chain, and really importantly, they provide us with an improved access to regulatory, and by manufacturing in China means that we can restore our Chinese market access, which, as I said, used to be 70% of our total revenues and has declined over the last 6 months or so. So we're looking to restore that quite quickly. We also have 3 new products that Foxconn will be manufacturing for us immediately, and they've given us an R&D centre in the Beijing Technical Industry Zone for us to proceed and develop new products. We've got a number of new products that we are ready to start developing. And Foxconn actually have incredible contacts. They've got contacts in sales, distribution, and of course they capital invest. So the potential for advancing this partnership is really quite significant. And of course they have the muscle to do it. So from our point of view, it changes the game for us. Previously, small companies had to manufacture their own devices. That is really, really difficult now. It's becoming very complex, very expensive, and very unpredictable, a significant risk. To be able to partner with somebody who's a specialist and someone at the level of Foxconn is fantastic for us. It allows Foxconn to get on and do what they do, which is supply chain, manufacture, cost control, sales, distribution, and we get along and do what we do, which is create innovative science that changes healthcare worldwide.
I've got to go and ask you the final question related to that, because you mentioned the trade wars, geopolitics and the like. A lot of that was around protection of IP. You've got cutting edge technology which is being put into China. What protections can you put in place to ensure that's not taken away from you?
Look, it's really quite interesting, and I think that there's a lot of dogma surrounding the IP thing in China. And 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I think that was the case. Now I think China actually lodges about 50% more patent claims or applications than the US. And part of lodging those claims is being able to protect the IP both nationally and compete internationally. So it's becoming a lot easier to prosecute IP breaches in China. So from our point of view, there's two aspects to that. One, China's changing, and they know that to trade with the rest of the world, they have to respect IP. Two, they're developing a huge amount of IP of their own, which they expect to be valued and respected. And from the third point of view, having Foxconn as a partner, it's unlikely that, certainly that a Chinese company will breach your patent. And as a matter of interest, the only company that's ever breached our patent was an American company. And basically their invitation to us was to sue them in court. And of course that was going to take $20 million over 10 years and was going to then go to appeal. So I think the IP drama is important. You have to be very protective about what you're doing, but recognise that it's the market that ultimately holds the truth. And that is, you need to sell, you need to create revenue. And that's forming partnerships. It's being strong in the marketplace, strong intellectually, strong scientifically, and getting everybody on your side as best you can. And I think this move with Foxconn, given that they not only have Chinese connections, but have incredible global connections as well, is a very powerful big brother, if you like, to usher us through any of the complications we're likely to meet with IP breaches.